stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Order of Borough Planning Board meeting for July 16th. Roll call.
Chairman, this meeting has been advertised in the accordance of
Thank you
the
very much.
Open Public Act. Roll call, Mr. Candell,
Here.
Ms. Larman,
Here.
Mr. Mueller,
Here.
Mr. Shaw,
Here.
Ms. Sataka, Mr. Voloshin,
Here.
Mr. Williams, Councilman Zabrowski,
Here.
Chairman Ty.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Memorialization of resolution PBAPP 2405,
Correct.
Prestige Plumbing and Heating. Preliminary and final site plan. Need a motion? Motion. Second?
Shaw cannot motion. He wasn't at the meeting. Okay, we need a roll call. Mr. Candell, Ms. Larman,
Yes.
Mr. Mueller,
I was at the meeting.
abstain.
Abstain.
Mr. Shaw,
Abstain.
Mr. Voloshin,
I wasn't here for that application.
yes, you were.
Okay, yes.
Councilman Zabrowski.
Abstain.
Thank you, Chairman Ty.
Was I here?
Yes, you were.
Okay.
Approved.
Yes.
Thank you.
Acceptance of the minutes from last month.
Yep, so we have the minutes from June 4, 2025 and June 28, 2025.
Move June 4th, 2018, 2025.
Thank
We're
you.
all on it.
Yeah.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. On June 18th, we need a motion to
Mhm.
accept the minutes.
Make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Communication agenda.
This evening, we have a capital review, Board of Education, the Borough of Saraville, Eisenhower Elementary School parking lot expansion.
Yeah, I just want to give the board a little background on how this works legally. Because this is a capital review project the school's doing, the board can only give recommendations, which they don't have to follow, but it would be nice if they did follow. So, basically, you'll have after this a letter saying, oh, we reviewed it, these were our recommendations, but they are non-binding. So.
All right. Who's going to make the presentation? Want to step up and tell us who you are?
Hi, my name is Brian Eves. I am a registered architect with the Spiesel Architectural Group. I'm the project manager for the Saraville School Districts. We did receive comments on or about the 1st of July. Last week, I believe it was Thursday, I had issued a response letter to all comments. I'm not sure of the whole board's familiarity with the project. Is there a need for me to go through general explanation? Okay. Everybody should have an 11 by 17 set. No reference. So the existing site, as it's laid out. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
No, I got it. The current site, if you're unaware of the site, all of the parking is off on what I'm going to call the plan east side, towards the back of the building, right here. Currently, as far as paved parking spaces, the district does not have enough parking to support its staff. We do have quite a few cars that park within the easement on the side, which is kind of a half dirt, half grass road. So the intent was to expand, to put a small parking lot on the southwest side, to provide additional parking for staff as well as visitors. So in doing so, we took the opportunity. That parking lot that exists is in pretty poor shape. So we are doing a pretty heavy mill and overlay, as well as a full depth parking lot that's new. That work's identified here on this drawing. All the areas with the X is reconstruction, full depth. The area in the back based on our cores that we took of the pavement is mill and overlay. Sorry. So this is an overall plan of the design. So Ernston Road is at the south. The front of the building is parallel with Ernston Road. They have a current bus loop here, which we have widened slightly. So I'll explain briefly how the current traffic flow works on site. They have a system in process already that works. The intent was to just enhance that, to have more parking and to have a safer bus loop for when buses are coming through. So timing wise, I know one of the questions I got back from Matt was about how the site flow works and things like that. So the first thing in the morning is when the teachers are coming in. They're typically there before the buses come in. So we generally will never have bus traffic and car traffic at the same time. There may be a visitor at certain times during the day, not so much at pickup, normally during the middle part of the day. So staff entry is off of Ernston, which goes back through the site. We have a turnaround here for them to come back out. And en route there, we've repaved this part of the area here with concrete for a student drop-off. So they have a nice long area that they can queue up so we don't have cars out on the street, which often happens. They drop off and they exit through this central exit lane. Similarly, for the overflow parking, cars come in, they come down this outside lane, they come through. They can turn down and go into the new lot on the southwest side. That would be for the additional teachers who don't have parking on the back here. So once those cars are in, it's pretty much, there's no movement through the site until the buses come in. The buses use this second larger entrance here off of Ernston to come in and they queue up in the loop. They often do 2 rows staggered. The school has aides that come out to help the kids off the bus, usher them onto the sidewalk and into the school. And as buses clear, they move, they leave, and they go to the next school or wherever their next stop is. And that's currently how they function now. And it's worked very well. The parking lot over here, we are not adding any new lights. We're using the existing lights. Basically mill and overlay. This was kind of a split between full depth and mill and overlay. Restriping, we have some signage. We obviously have directional arrows for parking and the loop in the back here. This area, currently it was a playground. That playground is going to get relocated by the school to the back, so it's not in the parking area. So I think that's a plus to the project as well. You're right. So the new lot over here, we do have, I believe it's 6 new lights to give us lighting over here and safe walking passage to the front entrance. Do you remember, Bezer, how many spots we have over here? I don't have my glasses on.
16 plus 50.
So about 31 spots on this side for staff and visitors. We do have a depressed sidewalk here for a walking area. We didn't believe striping was necessary here because the change in material was enough to denote that. We do have, and we have added signage per the recommendations of the letter we received. I have sets of these. Actually, you have them there. You'll see bubbles throughout the drawings. Those are the items that we updated based on the borough's review letter. Any questions on that? The rest of the plans here go through stormwater drainage, grading, other typical items that we would have on a site plan like this, top of curb, bottom of curb. If there's any questions about drainage. Yes. So there is a small detention system under here to contain the water up to a point where it overflows. That way we're only releasing a minimum amount of water at a time. So I think the results of the study that we have, the stormwater report, was a zero impact, correct? Based on the usage of that stormwater system. This is the typical soil erosion and sediment control plan. We have gone to Freehold Soil Conservation District. We do have their approval and their certificate to move ahead with the project. I think there was a question in there regarding other approvals. We did receive, Bezek, what is it? The stormwater discharge permit. Right, from DEP, if you didn't hear that. So a couple of pages of construction details, typical stuff, how basins are put in, stockpiling and temporary fencing, things like that. Specific details to the underground retention basin, grading and manhole details and signage. So this is a parking lot lighting diagram. There was a comment in the letter about some of the levels around the perimeter of the parking area, that the levels drop below the required 0.5 foot candles. We have gone back and reassessed that. We're still using the 10-foot poles. What they did not do their lighting calculations with, they forgot to put in the 3 feet of concrete base that we have. So those poles are now 13 feet above grade. We have the lighting levels that we need, anywhere between 0.5 and I think it's like 0.9 around the perimeter of the parking area and the walkways. So we're in good shape there. Some more details here about drain locations, crosswalks. We do have a wider striped area that shows up better on the previous plan to kind of separate the bus from the car traffic. Gives them a little bit more of a buffer if the bus needs a little wider girth coming in, but they can make the turn without using that. Some lighting details. And this is, I believe, that's the cover sheet for the lighting, the pole bases, conduits, wiring, some more typical stuff, and the electrical layout for locations of lights, the light types, fixture schedule. Kind of a brief overview. Do you have any questions on anything that I went through that you want me to further explain?
Just 2 questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
What is the, it's not a buffer, but I guess it would be a buffer. What's the buffer between the sidewalk and the beginning of the parking lot?
The sidewalk into,
Well, the sidewalk on Ernston Road.
yeah. Hang on.
Okay, so what's the?
So you're talking up front?
Yeah, not there, but where the new parking lot.
Here.
Right there, yeah.
So
About 20. Or 20 feet or so.
yeah, it's actually not dimensioned here. It's taken off of the existing,
It's about 20 feet from the sidewalk.
but it's about 20 feet from the inside edge of the sidewalk. There is a grade change there as well. So this parking lot sits down a little bit from grade.
Because it appears closer. That's why I'm sorry, it appears closer. That's why my question was, what was the distance between the beginning of the parking, or what would be, I guess, where the parking lot curbing would start
Right.
and where the sidewalk was on Ernston Road?
Yeah, so we tried to keep it as far off of the road as we could, off of the sidewalk, without encroaching too close to the school.
It's about 16.
And was there any thought about putting some landscaping, low landscaping in order to reduce any light spillage Because at night you do have activities, and I'm sure since it's the front of the building, they'll be parking there in order to reduce any spillage onto Ernston Road.
So we did not have landscaping as part of the project, just so that we were aware of the budget and the money we had to spend. The district has no problem looking at landscaping outside of the project as a future project, whether that's through, could be PTA, if there's a shade tree commission, something like that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's like a 4 foot difference from the parking lot to the.
okay. I'm sorry, I didn't get to introduce everybody. This is Bedrick Palmer. He's with B&G Engineers. He is our site engineer. Aaron Hill, BA with the school district. Richard Labby, he's the superintendent of schools. And Jim Colbensberger is the director of facilities. Any other questions?
Want to provide any recommendations, or if there's a case to vote to allow me to write a letter, requesting, providing those recommendations. And if not, then you don't have to do anything.
What's your pleasure? Accept it the way it sits? You have to, public comment? Oh, no. Everybody fine with it? Yeah, we're all good. I only have one question. As
Sure.
long as he doesn't have to write a letter, you can ask the question.
On this, where you have the entry and exit both,
Yes.
and the traffic light is on this side, how do you expect? Are you gonna sync the traffic light for the flow, people coming out?
Yeah, no
here,
traffic,
or make a left turn?
Yeah, no traffic lights.
No, there is a light here.
No,
Right.
No, there is not. It's further up on Ernston, quite a ways.
Next one over.
All right,
So I mean, just to follow up on that, we are still going to have the same, we have the same traffic pattern. We have the same quantity of traffic, right? So we're not increasing traffic. We're just organizing how it flows into the site. It's all still going to exit at the same point. You know, we always had ingress and egress. At this point here, this is exit only. So that'll be signed as such. Do not enter on the street side and one way on the school side.
well, I think you did a good job. I think we're satisfied.
Thank you very much.
So just to be clear, from the capital review, there are no recommendations.
Okay.
You're good.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Site plan subdivision hearings, application PV 25-01, carried on June 16th. 25, the auto service. 2069 South, Highway 35 South Amboy is being held over again.
So Chairman, I received a letter from Mr. Pape, their attorney, on July 7th with the request that they are currently still working on their site plan comments from Mr. Wilder and the public. So they're looking to be carried without further notice to August 6th, 2025, which is our next meeting. If we approve that, we would just need a motion and a second, and I'll do a roll call. Yes.
Do I need a motion for that?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion, but I also would make a request within that motion
Okay.
in order to make this a little bit more expedient. I was prepared to request that the application be reviewed by our environmental commission. I think there's a number of issues that would be helpful for their review. I don't know if this could be done with this motion so that I don't have to make that recommendation in August and then extend the application beyond.
And the board can refer it to the environmental commission. So, and it can be done as part of this motion.
That would be my motion. Yes.
That would be a motion. Do I have a second on that motion? Second.
Roll call, Mr. Candell, Ms. Larmen,
Yes.
Mr. Mueller,
Yes.
Mr. Shaw,
Yes.
Mr. Volosin, Councilman Zabrowski, Chairman Ty.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Need to open to the public.
Make a motion to open to the public.
Motion.
Make a motion to open to the public. Motion to the public, I see none. Motion to close the public,
Motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Old business, new business, administrative matters. Our next meeting will be August sixth when Tenon Auto will be heard. Going to make a motion to close.
Motion to adjourn,
Motion.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
I hope so.
Looking at the window.